Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com, and in this video we're going to talk about the home screen experience on the Motorola Droid X. Let's go! Okay, so let's walk through this. On the home screens here, you get three buttons along the bottom. The center one opens up your program list. The one on the right is your contact list, and the one on the left allows you to open up the phone application. Now, you can't change these shortcuts along the bottom, and they follow you on all of the 7 home screens. And by the way, when you swipe, you get this little navigator on the bottom that makes it pretty easy to jump from home screen to home screen in case you're filling up all 7 with lots of widgets and shortcuts and other things like that. Now, we've got some kind of trippy live wallpaper back here. I'd call it spooky instead of trippy. We have the Droid X live wallpaper. We've got some smoke. We've got an eye that seems to be twirling every second. Pretty cool. If we go into the wallpaper settings, because this is Android 2.1, we obviously get a variety of choices for live wallpaper. Most of these, or all of these, you've seen before on other devices like the Nexus 1 and HTC Desire. So I'm going to leave it on Droid X. Now I'm going to swipe to the left and show you some other widgets that come on the device. So here is the calendar widget, which quite simply shows me my next appointment, and I can tap on that, drills me into the calendar, nothing too fancy there. Google search at the top, and I can use my voice to search for things. This is a pretty cool widget. It's a messaging widget, but it integrates with a lot of things. So if I tap on it, I can go to widget settings, and I can select where it's pulling messages from. So we can do Twitter and Facebook, text messaging, Gmail, POP3, all kinds of different messaging services. And you can even name the widget to anything that you want. So you can really customize what services are notifying you when there is a new message, and you can also change how many days of items are shown. Very handy to have. Swiping to the left, we have an AccuWeather widget, which actually opens up within the home screen, which is nice. You're not having to dig into an application. Up here we have some pretty cool looking toggle switches, which are very visually friendly. And so I just turned on Bluetooth. Now it's on. It changes color to blue. Quick way to know what's going on. Swiping to the right, we'll talk about some other widgets included on the Droid X. This is actually pretty cool. This is just an update widget. So if I tap here, I can update Twitter or I can update Facebook in one shot. What's also cool, and I was taken away from that screen, is that I can resize this widget. And this is something we've never seen on an Android device, the ability to actually change the size of widgets with little handles in the corner. It doesn't always scale so well, but I like the concept. You can do this with multiple Motorola widgets. Let me show you some others. So if we tap and hold and go to Motorola widgets, you've seen all of these: airplane toggle, Bluetooth toggle. Just walk through those. This one's really cool. Contact quick task. So let me add a contact to my home screen real quick and show you what this does. Okay, so what I've just done is put a widget here for Adam Lane, and I can add 2 quick tasks based on that person. So if I click add, I can see their Twitter status. So I click done, and it's going to load, and if I tap Twitter, it will jump me right into Twitter, and I can see that person's profile, although it's going to the web, not to an application. And what's pretty cool is that you can actually set other quick actions. So along that drop down, I could have the other one be to call Adam or to text message Adam. So you can have 2 quick actions for a given contact. Kind of a cool way to save some time. Let's jump back in and see the other widgets we have here. Simple date and time widget, and you can change the clock color. Let's do blue, analog. I'd like to have digital. And here it is, just a simple day and time widget. And let's delete that. Go back into Motorola widgets. GPS toggle, you already saw that. Messages is that one that lets you pull in for a variety of sources that will provide messages. News, I'll show that to you in a minute. Photo slideshow, it's like having a picture frame on your home screen. Social networking, so that's the one that you just saw at the top of the screen. Or actually, social status is the one that you saw on the top of the screen. If we go to social networking, you can change the name of it. You can scroll down for some items. I've only got Twitter hooked up to this phone right now. And so right now I'm seeing the latest Twitter update in my for my followers. Let's jump back in and continue our way down the list, see what else we have here. Sticky note, you saw that earlier. Weather, pretty cool AccuWeather widget, and of course Wi-Fi toggle. Now let's jump to the screens on the right. So here I have a few quick contacts. I'm not sure why it didn't pull the picture, and here's another one of those quick task drop downs, and we can change the size of this. to be huge with multiple actions, or just small with one action. So we can shrink it back down. Sometimes it gets a little tricky to resize these. And swipe it all the way to the right, and now you just have 2 actions. Even smaller, you have 1 action. So I'm just going to leave that alone. Swipe to the right. So now we have some other widgets. We have a widget for photos, so we can tap here to see pictures that you've taken. You can launch the camera quickly like that. We'll talk more about photo quality and video quality in the review. And up here is just a simple Android widget for playing multimedia right from your home screen. To the right, we have that news widget I mentioned, and this pops up just like the weather widget and the messaging widget. And you can click here to read the full story from USA Today. And we can go back, and we have some tips and tricks for the Droid X. Usually just toss that away. Let's see if there are any final remaining widgets that I want to show you. If we go into Android widgets, we have the basic things that you'll find. This is a really cool widget that I got from the market called Battery Widget. It's free, and you saw it earlier. It simply gives you the battery in percentage on your home screen, because of course you don't get to see the percentages up in the notification bar. So that was a look at the home screen setup on the Motorola Droid X. I really like the widgets that Motorola has added to this device. They're very powerful, very social friendly. I think a lot more customizable than what you get on the Moto Blur interface, which we were never a big fan of. Coming up in the next video, we're going to drill into some of the included programs, talk about the HDMI output, and all of these other fancy things that the Droid X can do. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more smartphone videos. I'll put a link up in the upper right corner to do that. Thanks for watching.